Welcome to today's episode of Would You Rather. Today, Yum and T-Fam will be arguing, would you rather spend 20 years in a coma or 10 years in jail? T-Fam would rather spend a decade in jail, and Yum would rather spend 20 years in a coma. T-Fam, lead us off.
Alright, well, with 10 years in jail, it doesn't say you did anything wrong. You could be wrongly accused, and guess what? You get out, you sue the legal system and for letting you down, you walk out of it richer. Plus, with 20 years in a coma, you just spent a lot of time away from your family, your friends. They're all going to be different people by the time you get out. You can still, visit people. People can come visit you in jail. You can write letters, things like that. You can keep in touch. You know what's going on in people's lives. You're not jumping into this whole new world. You're still active and alive the whole time that you know what's going on in the world. You're not having a learning curve all over again.
True, you can still communicate with people while you're in jail, but that's assuming they want to communicate with you. You might be wrongly accused, but you could be wrongly accused of raping and murdering. None of your friends are going to want to deal with that. True, you will get out and you will sue and you might win, but you just spent 10 years in jail and you're that dude on the block who went to jail for that horrible, unspeakable act. I'm in a coma because I wrecked my car. I was going through an intersection, drunk driver T-boned me. My friends will change. My friends and family will change over the course of 20 years. But when I come out of it, they're going to realize, that I've been gone for 2 decades, a good chunk of my life, and they're going to try to ease me back into it.
Well, one good thing about jail is you also have lots of learning opportunities there. You can go through schooling there and things like that. You can come out of it a smarter person, not only wrongly accused, but smarter. It's a better situation. And if you have true friends, they'll believe you when you say, no, I didn't go do that unspeakable act. If they're not true friends, guess what? Then they weren't worth having friends anyway, Jail is the much better option. It's only 10 years versus 20 years. You have that extra 10 years to go live your life. 20 years in a coma, you just missed out on a good chunk of your life. That would be pretty terrible.
True friends will stick around with you no matter what you do. But your friends are probably going to get very, very sick of having the media come around on the anniversary of whatever it is you did. But your friends will still be there. But the coma thing, my friends are going to be there. Somebody's probably going to come visit me every day, whereas in prison, you can only visit somebody once a week or once a month, depending on what you did and which part of the prison you're stuck in. And you do have learning opportunities in prison. That is true. You can learn how to make heroin and wine in your toilet. And you can learn what it feels like to get stabbed by the Aryan Nation.
Final argument. In jail, you have learning opportunities, you could be wrongly accused and sue when you get out, and you get 10 extra years.
Coma, you don't have to deal with the lifelong scrutiny that you might have done even if you were wrongly accused, you were accused of doing something horrible and evil, and, people aren't really going to remember why you were in the coma. They're just going to remember that you were in a coma and kind of pity you for that, so...